Warning: the following tiers are based on personal preference. Viewer consumption is advised. Hey, howdy ho, I am Darth Tourette, and today we're talking about condiments. Now, everybody loves condiments, everybody uses them, especially Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Darth? Yes, Patrick? Does that mean we're talking about ketchup today? Yes, Patrick. We're going to be talking about ketchup. Lots of ketchup. So we're going to get right into our tiers here. We got Rizzo being the superior condiments. We're going to follow that up with Yum, meaning that it's pretty good. It's not necessarily the best, but it's definitely a go-to option. Meh is going to be our standard shelf items. Yuck are going to be things that you should probably avoid or pay a little bit more to upgrade a tier. And Aaron Rodgers are going to be condiments that are just not safe for human consumption. Avoid at all costs. So the first condiment we got down here is Valentina Hot Sauce. We're going to go ahead and put that in the meh section. For about $1, you can get a pretty good size of it, and it's decent hot sauce. It's got some decent salt content and flavor to it, but it's nothing real special. It will get the job done, though. The next one, this is going to trigger a lot of people. Heinz 57 sauce. Honestly, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm going to put that right in the yuck. Drop a comment if you actually like Heinz 57, all 4 of you. Next, we're going to follow this up with Corky's. Corky's is a Memphis-style barbecue sauce. It's pretty good, actually. Memphis style is the best barbecue. We're going to put that in the Yum category. I've used it many times. It's not what I would go to if I had a choice, but it's pretty darn good. Next, we're going to get Crystal Louisiana style hot sauce. Now, in my opinion, this is the original and the true Louisiana hot sauce. We're going to go ahead and put that in the Rizzo category, because if you're looking for that Louisiana bite, you don't get any better than Crystal. Uh-oh. Great Value or any other off-brand steak sauce. I'm going to put that right in the yuck category. Honestly, it just tastes like meat water to me. There's no bits in it. There's not really much of seasoning. It's really runny. Just avoid it if you can. Here we are. If you know where this is from, then you win a prize. Brooks Ketchup. Brooks Ketchup it's been around for about forever, honestly. This is a tough one, man. We're getting into tough stuff already. I'm going to have to put it in the Yum. I mean, it's almost like a standard, but it is pretty good. It's got some garlicky to it. I really enjoy it, actually. But it's not quite Heinz. So, what do we got next? We got Bullseye barbecue sauce. I'm going to put that right in the meh. Most barbecue sauces are pretty good in general, so there's nothing real special to this one. A1 steak sauce since 1862, I do believe. We're going to go ahead and put that right into the Rizzo category. If you're looking to flavor up your juicy, delicious steak, nothing better than delectable A1. We're going to have Great Value or any off-brand maple syrup. Now, this is not real maple syrup. This is the thick stuff that Americans invented. Right into the yuck. Yep. Avoid it. It won't kill you, but it's basically just sugar water. It's not really thick. It doesn't really taste mapley. You can get it in buttered flavor, and it just tastes like butter water at that point. Here's a good one. The original Stubbs barbecue sauce. Put that right up there. That's more of a dry barbecue sauce. It's a little bit runny too, but it's a delectable flavor, man. I mean, you can put it on anything from beef, chicken, pork, and it just gets the job done. Oh, Miracle Whip. Where shall we put the Miracle Whip? Honestly, it's a miracle it hasn't killed anyone yet. This stuff is garbage. It's the worst condiment out there. Do not get it. I hate Miracle Whip. We're going to go ahead and follow up Miracle Whip with French's. Where shall French's go? We're going to wee this right up to the top in the Rizzo category. You don't get much better than French's. It's got a perfect mixture of onion, garlic, and the classic tangy mustard. It is just phenomenal. Next, we're going to have off-brand mayo. This is definitely going to go right to the yuck category. As far as mayonnaise goes, That is about as weak as you can get. You know how you get the thickness of mayo, and sometimes it's really flavorless? It's even less than that with this classic mayo. It might be made with eggs. I don't know. Sometimes they say they're made with eggs, but that's a shame to eggs. They put a shame to mayonnaise everywhere. It's such an easy thing to make, and they continually mess it up. Next, we have Texas Pete. Ooh, yeah, this is pretty darn good stuff. We're going to put that right there. It's got a little bit of heat to it, you know, Pete heat, but it's also got a little bit of flavor to it. It's not necessarily the most spicy. It's about right there on the medium range where it's not setting your tongue on fire, but it gives your chili a little bit of a kick in the behind. It's got some good flavor to it too. Nice spices. Next we got classic blue plate mayonnaise. We're going to put that in the meh, honestly. It's a good mayonnaise. It's a real mayonnaise. There's nothing extra special to it. It's better than Kroger. It's widely available. That's about it. And so we got Hidden Valley Ranch. Some of y'all in the Midwest are not going to like this. It's just getting yum. Don't get me wrong, Hidden Valley Ranch is good. And they have good packets too to make your own. It's just missing a little bit of something to get up to that Rizzo section. And when I show you some more ranches here, I'll explain. We got Newman's. Newman's Ranch is also pretty good. We're going to put that right. We'll put it in the meh. It does lack a little bit of seasoning to it. It's good stuff, and I like Newman's. Newman's is 100% charity based, they say. I hope it's true. I've given a lot of money. Next, we're going to have classic Gildan's brown mustard. As far as brown mustard goes, this is the king. It's been around almost as long as A1, around Civil War time, so you know it's good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, the king of ketchup, Heinz. It does not get better than Heinz. They know how good they are too. You go in there and it costs more for a bottle of ketchup than a gallon of gas. You got a little bit of a problem there, but it's probably worth it. Kick this back around. We got Heinz yellow mustard. It's honestly not bad. You can find it widely available. It's actually in a lot of restaurants, like Steak and Shakes and such. I don't know why they don't have French's. It's a darker mustard. Heinz is a much darker mustard. It's a little bit more dense, but it really lacks kind of the clarity that you expect out of mustard. I don't know if it's the problem with the vinegar or if it's dill. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just lacking a little bit. What's this here? I can't see. Oh, this is Hunt's original. I hit a button. Okay. Where are we at? Get back in there. You don't belong outside of that box. All right, we got Hunt's original ketchup. This is not the all-natural one. This is just the standard Hunt's ketchup. That goes right in the meh. That is about as base good ketchup as you can get. It's thick. It's got a little bit of garlic to it, a little bit of seasoning. It's got no preservatives. It's got a nice little tomatoey taste to it, but there's nothing exceptional to it. That's why it's about $1 a bottle. Next, we got the one that I have at home, Hunt's All Natural. That goes right up into the yum. It's got the thickness of like the Hunt's original, but it's got some extra flavor in it. I assume it's because it's got natural flavoring in it. You know, they probably put real garlic powder in there, I'm sure. I don't think there's unnatural real garlic powder, but it's pretty good. It's not quite level of Heinz. It's a little bit thicker. It's kind of darker than Heinz. Heinz has a better consistency, better color, better texture. It's really just the superior ketchup all around. But Hunt's, you can get a relatively large size for about $2, and Heinz, you can not usually get it less than 4. So you get what you get. We got Cholula, Cholula, right up to Rizzo section. If anyone has ever made a taco, please get Cholula hot sauce. Do yourself a favor. Get the wood top. That is the best hot sauce out there for tacos. What we got here? Oh, we get some sticky fingers. Right up to the Rizzo section with that. Sticky fingers is another Memphis style barbecue. They have other ones as well, like they all do, but their Memphis is especially good. It is a nice, sweet, kind of dense, sticky, like the name says, barbecue sauce. And it's perfect for dipping. It's perfect for cooking. It's perfect for glazing. I love this stuff, man. I love getting a hold of it. Next, we got one of the oldest mayonnaise brands, Sours. I might have to still put that in the meh. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Just real mayonnaise, nice mayonnaise is very easy to come by. I mean, most mayonnaises, except for that one right there, are relatively standard. They're relatively good. They get the job done. What we got here? Oh, Aunt Jemima syrup. Ooh. Yeah. That's going all the way up there. That's getting a yum. It's good stuff. It's sweet. It's thick. It holds onto a pancake nice. Oh, it does not get much better than Aunt Jemima syrup. We got the original Louisiana hot sauce. So they say. They're a bunch of liars. So we're going to put them in the mess section. It's not bad. Spicy. A little bit of flavor. It's no crystal though. Here we go. Off-brand ketchup. I'll put this stuff right down. I'd have to put it in the Aaron Rodgers section, honestly. That stuff is so sweet. It's barely even tomato. I mean, I know tomatoes are technically fruit. So that's ketchup is technically a smoothie. That's the sweetest smoothie you're going to get. It is just pure sugar. Every time I get off-brand ketchup, I sit there and I eat this stuff, and it's just disgusting. It ruins things, especially if you pair it with something that you've made salty or added spice to. God forbid you put paprika on something, and then you go and you dip it inside of this Kroger sweet sugar ketchup. That is not a good mixture. Just go up and get Hunt's All Natural or get Heinz. It's for your best interest. Next we got Kraft Barbecue. We'll put that in the meh. It's kind of a standard barbecue. Relatively cheap. Easy to come by. Nothing special. And we got off-brand yellow mustard. We're going to put that in the yuck. Now let me tell you why here, because I know somebody in the comments is going to go, it's mustard. Mustard's all the same. And it is not. Let me tell you. If you get that off-brand mustard, it comes out the runniest mustard you're ever going to get. Whether you shake it up in the bottle or not, it comes out and it's everywhere. They have a whole lot of vinegar in it, a whole lot of water, not very much dill or mustard in it. So you're kind of just getting spicy water. Spicy yellow water, I should say. Avoid it if you can. I mean, it's usually about 88 cents for Kroger mustard and like $1.20 for French's. For some reason, I've found that the Heinz is more expensive than the French's. So just go with French's, man. Speaking of French's, we got French's ketchup. I'm not going to lie, I'm not really a big fan. I'm going to put it in the yuck section. Again, it's kind of sweet for my taste. It's not as bad as the off-brand ketchup with the sweetness. It does have some actual flavors in it, other than sugar and tomato paste. It's just not very good. Here we go with my personal favorite biscuit sopping and pancake soaking syrup. Blackburn made. This stuff comes straight out of Jefferson, Texas. They drill in the sweet sugar grounds and out comes this brown gold. Straight to the Rizzo section with that. If you can ever get a chance to get this stuff, get it. It goes good on anything that you want sweet on. I think I've even dipped a chicken strip in it before, and it came out good. Here we go with Wishbone Ranch, also widely available, also very much a meh. Not to any fault of Wishbone. I mean, it's a decent ranch. There's just nothing special to it. Nothing extra good about it. A lot of times you get Wishbone stuff and it's light too. I think they're trying to have that light, low calorie, low carb thing going on, and it's just not really working with me. Next we got Hungry Jack pancake syrup. It's a tough one. It's pretty thick. I like the way that it holds on top of a pancake, but it's just kind of sugary and a little bit less on the mapley. And if you're going for a maple syrup for your pancake, you got to get something that's actually mapley. You can go ahead and put that in the meh section. Kraft mayonnaise. I've had a lot of this stuff. I'm going to put it in the meh. It's a little bit better than Blue Plate. It's still not exceptionally good. It still just kind of tastes like eggs. I know that sounds bad, but that's what it's like. Here we go. Jfg Mayonnaise. Now this stuff is made in Knoxville, Tennessee. I don't know regionally how far out it goes, but it is the best mayonnaise I've ever had. It's got that richness, the rich undertone that the egg can provide, but then it's also got seasoning on top of it. Oh, it's almost like a sandwich of mayonnaise that you're putting on top of your sandwich, because you got the egg base, you got the spices in the middle, and then you got the bite on the very top. We're not dyslexic, so we're taking that bite up there and not like that. Something. Yeah, that is the good stuff. If you can get a hold of it, go for that. My personal favorite mustard is Plockman's mustard. It might be the oldest company on this list, too. They're over 150 years old now. They're going right there at the Rizzo section. Plockman's, a lot like French's, has that nice bite to it of the mustard seed and the vinegar. But Plockman's is a little bit richer. I don't want to say like a spicy mustard because it's not. It's a yellow mustard. But it's more rich, while French's is clear. And it just depends on what you want to put it on. I mean, I've found that Plockman's works really, really well on turkey sandwiches, and I really like French's more on ham. They complement better. Here's a nice company, Red Gold tomato sauce. Ha! It's pretty good, actually. I can't say that. Red Gold, it's not sweet ketchup. It's not tangy ketchup. It's not really even salty ketchup. It's kind of just ketchup. And in a world where everything's competing between salty and sweet, it's wonderful. If you just want to add a flavor of ketchup, you get Red Gold. You get exactly what you pay for. It is rich. It is not dense, but the consistency is nice enough that you can put it on a sandwich, you can put it on a hot dog, whatever you want, it's there. Here we go. Here's the king of ranch dressing, Lighthouse. Straight to the Rizzo. If you've ever had Lighthouse, I've had, I think, one of these in my life. You got to go into not the dressing aisle, but you got to get your nice tuxedo on and get your cane, and you stretch your way over to the fresh vegetable section, and you reach in the cooler and you pull out this little glass jar of ranch dressing. Whoever told you that you can't have white collar ranch dressing? You go to a place like Olive Garden, you ask for ranch dressing, and they go, stick that nose up in the air. No, no, no. You tell them you get Lighthouse. That is some high class stuff. It's got the nice creaminess that you expect of ranch. I don't think it has oil in it. Like if you go and you get Wishbone, let's say, it's a little bit oily. This stuff is just, it's pure, man. And it's got real ingredients in it. It's actually got real vegetables in it too. That's why you gotta keep it in the refrigerator. It's got celery in it. It's got carrots in it. It's got broccoli in it. It's perfect. It's the absolute perfect ranch dressing. It is kind of runny, I will say that. If you're gonna dip, it might not be the best for dipping like wings in unless you put the ranch inside of like a little plastic tin first. If you're just gonna put it on your plate, it's probably gonna run all over the place. But it's perfect for salads that way. You know, you got to put some dressing on your salad, and it only clumps in this little tiny spot right there, and you try and stir it up, and all you do is get it all over one piece of lettuce, and nothing else is covered. Yeah, you just solve that by spending $2 more and getting Lighthouse. Trust me, it's really worth it. Next, we have Zadaran's hot sauce. That's good stuff. We're gonna put that right up in yum. It's not the best. It's a Louisiana hot sauce, but it is full of flavor. It's full of seasoning. It really doesn't have too much heat, but if you want to like put it inside of chili or put it inside of gumbo or anything that you're trying to add extra seasoning to, you're gonna get that from that. That is exactly what it is, a New Orleans style seasonings there. Next we got Mrs. Butterworth. Yeah, that goes right up into yum. Really good stuff. It's got a nice consistency like Aunt Jemima. It's a little bit sweeter than Aunt Jemima. It depends on if you want more maple or more sweet. I'd go with Aunt Jemima if you want a little more maple flavor, but Miss Butterworth, she's got all that sugar. I mean, look at them curves. Next we got Sweet Baby Ray. Now that goes right up into yum, yum, yum. No, 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 no. We're putting that in Rizzo. Forgive me. I'm sorry, Ray. Raymond? Ray, sir? Don't be mad. You earned a Rizzo. It's really the best stuff, though. If you want a thick barbecue sauce, that is the best one to get. I've used it on chicken. I've used it on wings. I've used it inside of little beanie weenies for the Super Bowl, which my Bears will never be in. But it's also full of some flavor there. Depending on what you get, they come from like the sweet stuff, and they got the original, which is more like the Stubbs but thicker. My personal favorite is the brown sugar hickory one. That is the absolute best. It goes good on everything. Here's one that you might not have heard of. Dyer Mills tomato ketchup. This comes out of Dyersburg, Tennessee. It is really good stuff, actually. It's also it's a sweet ketchup. So for me personally, it can't go any higher than meh. But as far as sweet ketchups are concerned, it's the best one I've had because it hasn't been just sweet. It's also had the filling there. It's had the consistency. It's had the seasons. It just doesn't have the salt or the what do you want to call that? The bitter bite of vinegar. But it's a pretty good ketchup actually. You can usually actually get it at Dollar Tree, surprisingly. But to be fair, you can also get Heinz at Dollar Tree. So speaking of Heinz, we got Heinz Barbecue. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the yuck, honestly. I'm not a fan. It's overly sweet, and that's really about it to it. If you want to put sugar on top of your sugar glazed ham, go for it. Not me. Here's a good one. The original Bulliards steak sauce. Mm-mm. Now, this stuff kind of reminds me of A1 if you took out the little meat bits. No, A1 is great because it's got some cooked down meat inside of it already. So it's adding flavor on top of your steak. This, it has the flavor, but it doesn't have the little cooked down bits. It's $1.43 for the same size as A1, which just last week was almost $4 a bottle. So it's not expensive, but it's not an off-brand. It comes from the Louisiana Pepper Company, and it's a genuine thing. It comes in a glass bottle too. It is honestly really good stuff. You should definitely give it a try if you can. It's got the Darth approval. Next, we're going to have Duke's Mayonnaise. That is good stuff. That is very good stuff. It is all flavor. You dig your knife into that and you spread it on your bread, you're going to get you a little slice of flavor heaven. It is just, it's one of the best tasting mayonnaises that I've ever had. It just doesn't have the complete package like JFG does. It's good stuff. Go for it if you can get it. It's especially good on turkey sandwiches. Just don't expect perfection. Tapatio. Tapatio. Our uncle has been everywhere except for above meh. I hate to say it. It's a good sauce. It's a good hot sauce. It's good in everything from chili to tacos, but it not much to it. It's minimal heat, minimal flavor, just enough to get by, but not enough to really leave the dollar aisle. KC Masterpiece Barbecue Sauce. Straight to yuck for me. One, that's because, honestly, Kansas City barbecue is disgusting. It's an utter disgrace to barbecue heaven. But it's also just kind of thick sweetness. Or you get thick mesquite or thick smoke, but you don't really get it all together. I'd just avoid it if I were you. Unless you're into the sweet sauces. If you're into the sweet barbecue, go for it. Next we got Ken's Steakhouse Ranch Dressing. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that up in the yum. It's got a lot more flavor. And this is my favorite one for wings. If you like dipping chicken wings inside of ranch like I do, go for Ken's. It's the absolute best for that. It is, however, not the best what it's intended for as a salad. Honestly, I struggle using that on salad. It likes to clump to the lettuce. It's not necessarily the smoothest to go with lettuce. It's really great with meat though, so just keep that in mind. Here we got off-brand ranch, straight to the yuck. It's not the worst. Honestly, it just kind of tastes like celery and milk to me. Nothing really good to it, but that's why it's less than $1. Next, we got my stand name, Frank's Red Hot. Frank's Red Hot. I love this stuff. It is great on pizza, especially. You get your little Jack's pizza, you put it on the pizzazz, and it's nice all golden brown, and the cheese is bubbling and calling your name. Flop that sucker on there with a whole bunch of Frank's Red Hot. Crack some pepper on there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is just some good stuff. Hellman's mayonnaise. Yeah, this is where I'm going to get some more hate. Everyone says Hellman's the best. Hellman this, Hellman that. I say Hellman's is good. That's it. It's not the best. It's got a decent amount of flavor. It doesn't have much base to it. If you smell it, it kind of just smells like seasoning and milk. It's still good. If there was no JFG available, I'd say go for that because that's the second best. Hellman's is the best widely available mayonnaise. All right. It's the best of both worlds if you're not in the realm of JFG. If you're in the realm of JFG, then it's not a competition. What do we got here? I forgot what that's called. It's that mustard. It's got the little guy with the chef hat on it. I can't read it either. If anyone remembers what that is, put it in the comments section. I'm going to put that in the mess section. I've had it a few times. You can get it at Dollar Tree. Kind of just standard mustard. Nothing real special to it. It has better consistency than the Great Value or the Kroger brand, but it's nothing extra good. Log Cabin maple syrup. Yep, straight to the Rizzo. This has no corn syrup in it. It's a little bit on the runny side, but it's got the maple flavor. It's got the butter flavor. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but it is not bitter. Some of your syrups out there, especially the off-brands, are just kind of bitter. Like they're not using a good sweetener in it. Well, Log Cabin's been around since the 1880s for a reason. It is just good stuff. So we got Kraft Ranch. Like most things from Kraft, it's just kind of right in the middle. That's what it's intended for anyway. I mean, Kraft was made to reach the middle class, the middle people, the average people, the consistently more people within the country. So it's no surprise that it just reaches the middle of this. Here we go. We got that wacky Tabasco sauce. Straight to the Rizzo. Straight to the Rizzo. All day long. That is the best hot sauce that you can get. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor to it, but it packs heat. It's not too much heat. This heat, I'm telling you, it's like you got your ceiling here of where it starts to hurt your tongue and you can't use it. This is like right here. It is enough to bring the heat and make you want to sweat a little bit, but it's not enough to catch your tongue on fire. I'm just telling you, get it if you want to heat up anything you got. Country Bob's. Yep, that also gets a Rizzo. If you've had it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't had it, you gotta try it. It's a steak sauce. I use it mostly with pork. I like it with pork more than beef. It's sweet though. It's like a sweet and smoky, but not like a sweetness of a barbecue sauce. It's really hard to explain. I would just suggest trying it, especially with pork. Like I said, it is better with pork in my opinion than beef. Finally, our last one for the day is Bulliards Hot Sauce. And put that right up there in the yum section. It's not so hot on the heat, but it does pack good flavor. And a lot like the barbecue sauce from the same company, it is also from the Louisiana Pepper Company. And it is just a nice mixture of seasoning, flavor, and spice. I would totally suggest, especially for the fact that it's usually less than $1. I think I paid 88 cents for mine. And it's so good. Yeah, especially if you can't get a hold of, let's say, the Cholula, which is like $3 a bottle, the Frank's Red Hot, which is consistently around $3 a bottle, $4, and the Tabasco sauce, which is usually 5 or more, unless you get a tiny little bottle. If you want a good middle ground, I'd definitely suggest Bulliards. That's some good stuff. Well, this is our tiers for today. These are our common condiments, and here are my opinions on this. Again, every single one of these are my opinion here, so don't take everything to heart. If, let's say, you don't like one of the things that I put in the Rizzo category, that's fine. Or if you like something that I put in the Aaron Rodgers category, then I'm just sorry for the souls of your taste bud because they have been wiped from the earth. But just a disclosure here, disclaimer, I have not been endorsed, paid, or compensated from any of these companies to give any opinions or shout any names out here. These are all just companies and names that I have personally tried because I'd love to try different flavors and foods. So I've acquired some knowledge through my experience of eating. Do you have anything to say, Patrick?
Yeah, I like ketchup.
We know, buddy. We know. Anyway, that'll do it for today. I am Darth Tourette. Thank you for watching the video, and please comment anything that you have. Comment your favorites. Comment anything I'd left out. Comment if you just think I'm plumb stupid and I am completely wrong on some of these. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you in the next video.